Hello everybody, welcome back to Uniquely Created. I'm Alexa, if you haven't been here before. If you have, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to video number 2 to the channel. I know the first video was extremely long, and while I learned to edit, please bear with me. Anybody who did make it through the entire video, God bless you. You deserve an award. Thank you so much. Today what we're going to do is take a look at the molds that we've already done in the first video. I've taken a look. When I was doing editing, I did realize that I touched this ornament yesterday and my fingerprint was still left in it. Unfortunately, I do have multiple lights here in my studio, so I wasn't able to see that a fingerprint was left in it until I did the editing. So I've checked, I've tried to bend them. They're not bendable anymore. The one that we worked on putting UV resin, it looks amazing with that silver on it. So this was just because we had so many issues. This is just, probably going to be something that I keep here at home because it was a little bit of an oopsie. But so our elk today does look completely cured. I am squeezing him and or her. We're going to call her a her because I'm going to put some diamonds on her. But she is extremely hard compared to what she was. So I think that the magic resin is for the win. Definitely. You may see that I have a little bit of a different setup, and there's a reason for that. I did get a tripod from Temu. I believe I had said that, but the tripod was way above you, way above me, above the desk, and when editing, I didn't like the way it looked. So I ordered a smaller one. It just drapes over my workstation. It gets you nice and close so you can actually see what I'm doing closer if you're interested. And hopefully you guys like this view a lot better. When I played back the video, also audio seemed to have been fine, but when I uploaded it to YouTube, it wasn't. So I do have a microphone that I got from Temu that I am using. If there are any audio issues, please let me know. I'm going to do my best to keep this video as short as possible so we can get on to the next one, but we do still have the little dragon buddies to put in an egg, so that might be this video or the next. We'll just see how long this goes. But I did promise you guys a few things. I promised to unmold these guys, let you see how they looked. I also promised to show you how I clean up the webbed feet from our frog. I'm sure you can see now up close that we have the little webbed feet that we definitely do not want. So there's a few ways that you can clean that up, and I will show you how to do that. But if you see when I was talking in the first video about how mica powders and resin does its own thing, you'll see different designs in the resin. People see different like animals and faces and all different types of things, and it's quite interesting. So I love seeing the finished product and what you get from it. So I promised to do that with you. I also promised to decorate the elk and show you guys my special treat for myself that I did order, and the treat was the mold, but obviously my customers will benefit from what you get from the mold. So first things first, we are going to just demold these all of these ornaments except this one. This one is still halfway full. I think I'm going to wait. I talked about it yesterday that I am getting stickers from Temu. My orders are on the way. I got an email stating that they were on the way. So I'm going to wait for some of the stickers. I got some really cute reindeer ones, adorable reindeers, and they're like red and green and things. So I think that that would look adorable in there. So I'm going to keep this one. I will show you guys that in a later video. So if you stick with me, you will see that. But we'll unmold the rest of them. I will show you them. I'm probably going to decorate them the same way. I won't bore you with the same video showing you how I do. I did show you yesterday. I just used the UV resin. I may show you one using one of the chrome markers that I have. the chrome markers instead of the UV resin with the chrome, so that you can see the difference. It may be a little more difficult. The tips are a little thicker. I do have, I believe I have this is the, so they're the, if you can see here, they're the Let's Resin chrome markers. And this is the silver. Now the tip is pretty thick, as you can see. So I can try to get into the creases. It might be very difficult. Considering this is an oopsie, let's just take a look. It might not be too difficult in some areas. In others, I can foresee it being an issue around a few of the E's and things, but we might be able to work on that. So I do have silver. It comes in a pack of 3. So I have silver, I have, I believe this one is bronze, and then gold. So you get a pack of 3 with them. So I can do one of them. Maybe we'll keep the gold out and we'll decorate the red one with the gold, just so I can show you that one, but I won't bore you with the rest. So we'll move this oopsie out of the way. First, we'll demold the other ones that we made here, and see when it's not flexible, they pop out super easy. So that again is the Merry and Bright that we did yesterday, except this one was done with, this one is done with the magic resin, excuse me. And that is hard as a rock, as opposed to the Let's resin that I used. And it hasn't even been 24 hours. So I'm really liking this resin. Let's go ahead and pop this red and gold guy out. Oh, looks like we got a little blue in there. Of course we did. So it says joy to the world. Absolutely adorable. I love this guy. The holes are big enough to stick any type of string, anything you want to put in there. That would be absolutely adorable if I didn't get the little bit of blue in there, but that would be me, of course. Let's take a look at this one. I call this one the Grinch because of the little sorry guys, the little sparkles that I put inside, and I absolutely love this one, and I didn't even realize the message on it. So this one's the "'Tis the season to be jolly," so that's actually adorable. This is gotta be one of my favorites thus far. You can see it now really up close, what I meant by the colors in the crystals or in the sparkles that are in the back. It's absolutely gorgeous. So again, I'll color that in, cover that with UV resin. It'll have a nice shiny glow to it, and it'll look gorgeous on the Christmas tree. And then we'll go to this one. This is the black one. Oh, so beautiful. So this one says Merry Christmas, y'all. I say y'all a lot. I know Americans do say y'all in certain states. I don't know where I got it from. I don't think anybody in my family says it. I will definitely not my parents. Too European. They speak our language all the time. So definitely not my parents. I don't think I've ever heard my sister say it. So I'm not sure where I get it, but I do say y'all a lot. So I love this one. I actually do love the black. I wasn't sure because, as I said, black is usually used as a background color, but I think it's really striking. That with some silver inside of the Merry Christmas, y'all, will be absolutely gorgeous. So, and you know what? I don't mind that it has a little bit of blue on the back. So if you have like a blue and silver tree, you put a black ornament on there with some silver sparkle. You can see all the little sizes of the sparkles in there. It's stunning. So I think that would be gorgeous as well on the Christmas tree. And then the last little guy here is Home Sweet Home. Of course, I got a little bit of green in here. I think they're matching. What? Oh no, it was the red. The red with the blue and the blue with the green, but that's okay. So Home Sweet Home, that's what this one says. I'm sure you can see it here up close. Home Sweet Home. Absolutely adorable as well. It has little a little Christmas with the berries. I can't remember the name of them. I have a hard time remembering names of things on the spot, but it has the little flowers here on the side. Absolutely adorable. So I just have to make sure I watch next time for dripping. I think it was hard for me to see what I was doing just because of my setup, but I'm working it out slowly as we go. So that's another one. And as you can hear, now they're hard as a rock. Yesterday, everything was still movable, bendable. His toesies aren't bendable anymore. I showed you yesterday how they were extremely flexible. Excuse me. So it looks like the UV resin, the resin from Let's Resin will take a longer time for it to cure. So it's about 48 hours for that to completely cure, and that's okay. That could be used for other projects. I'm still going to use it. I don't want to waste it, but it did take a bit longer than I initially assumed. And then I'll just try to take this little snowflake out. So cute. Well, I thought that would be harder to take out, but it absolutely wasn't. And look how adorable it is. It's absolutely adorable. I love that. Bunch of those little guys in all different colors, blues, depending on your trees. We normally do blue and silver on our trees. I have done red and green, I think, a few times, but not very often. But a bunch of these in different colors I think would be absolutely adorable as well. I do have some other um, snowflake molds, so we'll get to those soon, and they're actually bigger than this, so that will be cute. Again, we'll leave this guy for a later date. Now let's move these to the side. I think I'm going to leave the elk for last, and I'm going to demold these guys and see how they turned out. This is my first time using this mold. Oh, they're so cute. Tons of overage on them, and that's okay. As you can see, as I'm doing right now, they do just peel off. There is one big bubble that left in his scale there, but that's okay. Other than that, there aren't any other bubbles, so that'll be easy to clean up. And then I can put them in the egg. So he's adorable. Let's see his brother or sister. And there looks to be a little bit of a bubble there in the wing. And again, that's nothing we can't fix. But they're so adorable. So what we'll do is, I was thinking maybe putting them side to side as if they were twins inside the egg. I do have um, I do have some crushed crystal that I can put inside. I haven't done this before, so I have to see how they're going to sit in the egg, whether I pour a little bit of resin in first, wait until it's not set but gooey, so that I can put them in upside down and kind of stick their heads in there, hope for no bubbles. There will probably be, and that's more than okay. And then pour it the rest of the way, and at the top put some of the crushed crystal so that they're kind of sitting in it. So we'll see how that goes. That might take a lot longer than I want the video to be. So until I'm faster with doing videos, I may have to do this off camera, and I can show you guys the finished project when it's done. But those are those guys. They're so cute. And now let's get to the elk. Actually, yes, we'll get to the elk. I was going to show you guys the surprise one, but I think we'll leave that to the very last. All right, buddy. No more joking. This time you're going to be able to come out of here and be my friend. No squishing. Yeah, hard as a rock, not feeling any squishing. So yesterday, um, as you can see, as soon as I started to demold him, you can see that immediately my fingerprints were starting to adhere to the resin, and then I was squishing him when I was trying to remove him or her from the mold. So I was definitely not expecting that yesterday, because I've used this resin before and 24 hours was an okay cure time. However, I wasn't using these molds. I hadn't used these molds yet. So now I know Let's Resin is a longer wait time. So it's 48 hours, and the Magic Resin, which is a Canadian company, is less than 24 hours. So that's great. Except this guy's going to be hard to get out. So ooh, bear with me. Come on, buddy. Oh, my goodness. I said I'm clumsy. Let me see if I'm making any marks. No, I'm all traumatized from the one yesterday. I don't want to ruin a second one and waste all that resin. But let's go ahead and see if we can get him out. May spray a little bit of alcohol if it doesn't work, but I think I do have a little bit of give here. Ugh. Come on, buddy. You want to come out? Oh, here we go. Oh, Lord have mercy. And there we go. So cute. And amazingly, no bubbles. I was expecting so many bubbles to come from him, but no bubbles. That is amazing. All right, so let's write this mold back again. Whew, it's a hard one to get out. Okay. So, it's so cute. Oh, so adorable. So, obviously, I haven't attached the antlers completely, but so adorable. Okay. So, I will show you how to clean up all these little pieces. Again, you can just pick them off. There is an easy way as well. There are these little crafting shears that you can use, and just clip off the edges. Just make sure there's no sharp edges so that customers who do buy this don't get hurt, or any of the children who will absolutely grab them because they're so cute. They're irresistible. And then what you can do when you do cut them like this is just use, which I will, use nail file just to clean up the edges that you're cutting so it's nice and smooth. I am left-handed and I'm doing this with my right hand, so I just find that trying to be ambidextrous is easier for me because they don't make a lot of tools for us lefties. But she is so cute. All right, I'm gonna get a nail file and just file her down. Oh. I'm gonna hate this sound. I don't know if you guys are like me at all, but I can't stand the sound of shovels on gravel or nail files scraping against each other or any type of sanding paper. Ugh, can't stand that sound. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like people get that heebie-jeebies from oh, awful sound. Sorry guys. Just that sound is nails on a chalkboard for me. And that's what I was gonna say. People get that from nails on a chalkboard, but for me it's rakes scraping on concrete or the sound of nail files scraping against each other. I can't stand that sound. So you just use a nail file and just trim down any parts that you cut. Not necessarily even trim, just smooth it out so that there's no rough edges. And with the nail file, you can get in every little nook and cranny here. Now, showed you guys a little bit of how I go ahead and do that. I will perfect it after for sure. I just want to make sure I don't spend too much time so I don't have another almost 3-hour video like yesterday. I do apologize for that. As I said, if you guys did stay around, thank you. I love you. You're the best. But I don't plan on having 3-hour videos unless, of course, we decide to go live one day. If that's something you guys want to do, we could do a project live together. That's a different story. But an hour, sure, a little over an hour, that's fine too. But that was just a little excessive. I think I was a little ambitious with my choice of how many molds I could use. So with the antlers, there is, I'm not sure how well you can tell, but there is just a tiny bit of overage. Again, I could probably just pull this off with my fingers, but it is really quick just to use these clippers and clip it off. As you can see, you can just pick it off as well. I was attempting to do that yesterday before it was completely cured, and I decided to stop. I'm just getting this up. These are perfect for these little crevices that you can't really get out with your nails if you don't have nails. And there we go. So what I'm probably going to use to keep the antlers on her is the B7000 glue. So it is a multi-purpose adhesive, but a lot of crafters use it for beading, things like that. So I am going to use the B7000 glue. It's like the super glue for crafters. So I'm going to put a little bit down in here. And it's already bonding, so it's perfect. It's exactly what we need. Now this glue you can find everywhere. I believe I got this in a set on Amazon as well, so this is good glue to have. Actually, I'm going to keep this out because I will be using some rhinestones on her. I don't have any of my little Christmas decos other than a few things right now, so we'll use those little few things, and I'm going to be making a lot more of these guys, so don't you worry. We will make quite a few more of them, and I will show you them in a lot of different ways. But for today, what we're going to do is I decided to get these little miniature hats. I'm thinking of sticking the hat just here on one ear for one of the antlers, as well as an adorable little scarf. So I do have some blue ones coming in too, so I don't know. I know I sound extremely indecisive, but I didn't know if I would mind the red and blue together. You guys tell me if you like the red and blue together. I was thinking of just taking this scarf and tying it in the front here, so she has a little scarf on to keep herself warm in the winter. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use my acrylic markers and draw in some eyes for her. And before you do any other coats, you want to make sure it dries completely. So I'm just going to draw in some eyes. Nope. Fingers are too fat to get in that little section here. So let's, there we go. I did make a little bit of a boo-boo, so we'll just cover that up. There we go. I ordered some snowflakes and things. I do have butterflies and all that kinds of things that I saw from Michelle from Glitz and Glitter uses that I think are absolutely adorable. But 'tis the season. We're going to use Christmas things for now. And this mold didn't have a preset mouth, so I'm going to do my best to just draw a big smile on the guy. Poor girl. I think we're going to consider this one a girl. What do you guys think? I think she's cute. And before I keep that on, I am going to give her some little rhinestone toenails. So let me just make sure this is nice and clean before I do that. Well, quite a few different types of rhinestones, but I think I'm going to use these ones that have a little bit of a clear shimmer to, not clear, like an opaly, but it also has colorful shimmer to them. So I think I'm going to use these guys for her toenails. And just massaging this to help get it out easier here. Probably just going to use these tiny ones. We'll do 1 foot at a time here. So all I'm doing is putting a line of glue here. I just want one. It's fun trying to get these guys out and having them flat. I knew I had one there, I just wasn't able to see it. Excuse you. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, I love this shimmery. These shimmery diamonds are cute. They're all getting stuck to me. I'm gonna just put, oh, the 5 on there. So cute. She's gotta have a little bling, right? Every girl's gotta have bling. Another line of glue here. And then we'll do her back feet. So if you guys want to fast forward this part, I don't mind at all. So what I'm using to pick up these diamonds is just one of the wax pencils. It just assists you in being able to pick these up. You can get them for multiple reasons, diamond paintings, things like that. Sometimes you'll find these diamond kits come with the little pencil that you can use, so that's great as well. It's a super great help to be able to have that, because tweezers are, unless you're used to working with tweezers, I used to do lashes, for those who know. For those that don't, well, I guess now you do. And I used to do lashes, and tweezers, you have to have a really steady hand. And since I was diagnosed with my fibromyalgia, for some reason my hand hasn't been as steady as I'd like it to be. So hopefully in doing these crafts that'll help me. Probably due to a bit of, or I guess a fair share of non-use over the years, since I've kind of been pulled up. So maybe I'll be able to get back to my steady hand with practice. We do have a community. It's small, but it is growing on Facebook. So if you want to look up Uniquely Created, same name on Facebook. We do have a small community, but we are growing. We'd love to have you. If you are a resin artist and you happen to come around my channel, thank you so much for being here. Any tips or trips? Yeah, you can give me trips too if you want, but tips or tricks that you can share with me would be greatly appreciated. As I said yesterday in my cinema long video, my goodness, I only started doing this about 2 months ago. I started for my sister's birthday and fell in love with it. So it's now a passion of mine and something that I'm super excited about. And I think my family's happy that I have something that I am finally excited about after so many years of not having something to excite me. Oh my goodness, this guy's making it hard to come out. Quick and easy dispensing, apparently. My goodness. Hello? There we go. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay. I almost finished blinging up her toenails. If you don't know this about me, I love all animals. Obviously, domesticated dogs and cats I love. I love amphibians, axolotls. I adore those. White tigers are my favorite wild animal, but I love them all. I don't think I can say that I dislike any certain animal, but I've always been fascinated with white tigers. So I love to give to charities and things like that for animals when I can. I don't get much, but whenever I do have a little bit of money, I do give to charities that help the wild endangered animals. There she is, cute with her little blinged out toenails. All right. Not sure if I want to glue this hat on right yet because I don't know if I'm going to change it out for a blue one when I do get the blue ones out. I also have green and white, but the scarves I believe are green, red, and white. Yeah, they are. They're green, red, and white. So I think if anything, the red and white would be best. So I don't think I'll glue them down, but I will put them on her. If someone likes her and wants to purchase her, you're more than welcome to. You can message down below or come onto the Facebook group. And let me know. She's incredibly adorable. I'm just going to wait for that white to dry, and then I'm going to draw some pupils on her. So I'm just going to pause this video as we're already at 40 minutes. So once I draw some pupils on her, I'll come back, show you guys that. I'm also going to use the same tool to clean up my son's frog, the frog's toesies. I better move her before I make a mess. And I will clean that up and show you the finished outcome for that. And then, yeah, and I think that's going to be it for this video, other than the surprise demold of my favorite thing over here that's sitting over here, but we'll leave that for last. So stick with me. I will be as fast as possible and I will be back. All right, everybody, I'm back. I just wanted to show you what I was doing with our little elk here. As you see, I did draw her eyes on. I love the kawaii eyes. I hope I'm pronouncing it appropriately. So I did put her eyes on there. And all I did with her toes is I put a little bit of UV resin. Again, the J. Diction UV resin, high viscosity. Just in one of these cups here, and all of her toes, I just kind of dipped it in and covered her toenails so that the rhinestones don't come off. So this, I just wanted to show you that I was doing this with the last set here, just to make sure they don't come off and they're set there for life. I don't want her to lose her little toenails. So just above, below, and on top, in between the rhinestones, I just want to make sure there's enough UV resin there. And I do want to coat just around her eyes here, just to make sure that that stays on as well. And then we'll set her under the UV resin light, or the UV light, for a few minutes. Make sure she sets. I may also put a little bit of UV resin just where her antlers attach as well, just to make sure they don't come off. I know I put the super glue on, but we just want to make sure that they are permanently set as well. So I think just behind here we'll put a little bit on, and that's good. We'll set her under the UV lamp. I think I'll set it for 5 minutes, and I'll just stick her right in and we'll let her cure. I do love the double-sided UV or Let's Resin light. So it has, you could separate it and you can use one half or the other, or you can combine them and it becomes just one huge UV light that you can put things in. So I do love that about this. So with the frog, I decided to go on a different angle. I know I said yesterday that I'm probably going to deburr him, his eyes, and then, or not deburr, I think I keep using the wrong name for the tool, but essentially I'm going to show you anyway how to use this tool. I kept one toe undone. So these are the nail tools that they use at nail studios. This is the one that I said that I got from Temu that did short my circuit. So let's hope it doesn't do it again, as it's only, yeah, it's only 5 volts. So it shouldn't be doing that. But anyhow, what I've done is I've actually mixed 2 different acrylic colors, so the green and the blue, for the reptile's eyes. And then I just put the black on, so he is obviously a frog, so he's a reptilian, so their pupils are more linear as opposed to round. So I just drew in the black. I haven't done it on here yet because that's still wet, but I did want to show you what I did for his eyes. So that's what I did for the eyes. Let me just move this out of the way, and I can show you how this tool works. Now it does make it nice and smooth as well, so it is a buffer. Same as when you go to the nail salon, get your nails done. Again, it is from Temu, so it is a little bit of a cheaper one. Let's hope it doesn't short everything out while I'm recording this for you. But all you do is lift this up and it turns on. As you can hear, it's working. So I left one set of toes, these front toes here, that hadn't been done. So I'll just show you, if you go in on an angle, you see how it just grinds that away? So it just makes your job a lot easier. in order to get edges that you can't get. See if I go around this. Just going to take the edges off. I'll be honest, it's not very difficult to take these off. I did for the other ones. I just really picked at them for a little bit and they came off easily. But the back toes, they are so close together that I don't think this tool, like you'll see here, I don't know how well this tool will get in there, but maybe if we do it from below, it'll be easier. Yeah, see, it just flew off. So it'll be easier to get those parts off. And this is the same tool that I was talking about using for under his chin, because his chin does have bubbles. I will show you that here in a second. But his chin does have bubbles. And so I've seen this in a lot of the frogs. When people unmold the frogs, they do get the bubbles. So it does look like it's scratched, but it's not. It's just, I need to clean it up here a bit. But even if you do scratch it on accident, see, I didn't get this all the way. Even if you do scratch it on accident, UV resin will be your friend. You can just clean it up a little bit with UV resin and it'll be all set. So that didn't short out this time, thank goodness. I'll just show you with his little armpit here what I was doing. So I was just peeling it off, just like that. It's just, it does take some time, lots of patience, and being determined to get every little bit off, but it does come off. So, oh no, I smudged his eye because it wasn't ready, and that's okay. This is actually a good thing I wanted to talk to you about as well. So if you don't like the color that you're using, say you didn't like the color of the eye, all you have to do is take yourself a towel paper towel, spray some isopropyl alcohol on it, and it should, there we go, yeah, it just wipes off. So anywhere that you do get it that you don't want it, you just wipe it right off, or if you don't want it at all, wipe it right off and just set it and forget it. Isn't there a commercial with that saying? Set it and forget it. Oh my goodness, did I do it to this side as well? I'm a mess. Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right, so as you can see, there's quite a few tools you can use in order to make sure that you clean up all the excess if there is excess. I haven't seen a perfect pour yet. If there is one, I haven't done it yet. So, you know, there's just a few tips or tricks to use if you do pour in excess. So there is that. She looks like she's done here. Let's just check. Still a little tacky, so we'll keep her in. And while we do that, I am just going to show you what I have been keeping as a surprise. So I believe yesterday I said that it was Let's Resin. It's not Let's Resin. It's actually, let me make sure I don't get it wrong, Into Resin. So Into Resin is the company that makes some really exquisite molds, and they make a lot of molds that I actually am infatuated with. And I saw this on somebody else's channel and I thought I have to have that. So this is that mold. So I'm just going to go ahead and unmold it. As you can see, you probably can already tell it is a turtle shape. And there's a crackling sound for a reason. And I will show you what that reason is here in just one moment. All right. Now, let's see. Come out for me, Betty. There we go. And that is absolutely stunning. So what this is, there is a little bit of overage here. I'll just clean it up just the same. Not too much overage, but absolutely gorgeous, especially in this purple color. So they are turtle coasters. Aren't they absolutely adorable? So you take this, and they're diamonds. Diamonds sparkle, and you just put your drink in it, and it keeps your drink. You can put mugs in them. They could be little trays. There's so much that you can do with these, but what I absolutely love about them is just the sparkle. You do not need to put any type of sparkles in your mica powder, guys, when you're using these molds. They are more expensive, but they are so worth it. So if you've seen on my Facebook group before I started YouTube, I do have the small turtle mold that is diamond as well. I'll show you just a few of them that I have here that I've made. They are the same. They are diamond turtles. So this one I did add some sparkles in. You don't even have to. It's beautiful without. And then this one I mixed some leftover green and blue. Turned out swirling so pretty, but they're so sparkly. I absolutely love them. And then this guy was turquoise with a black background. So you mix the turquoise and the black together. Again, some little extra resin left over. And I made these guys. So this is the first mold that I got from Let's Resin. Just want to make sure I'm not saying the wrong company again. Into Resin. I'm doing it again, aren't I? Have one of their stickers here so I don't forget. Into Resin. So this is one of the first molds that I got from Into Resin, and I was just absolutely in love with that. So these are available for purchase as well. And then I saw that tray mold, and I absolutely had to have it. So I will clean this one up. This one will be available for purchase. If you're looking for more than one coaster as a set in different colors, let me know. Obviously there will be a discount for multiple of them. I mean, it's all bling bling. It's everything that I love. My favorite color is purple, so I had to do it in purple. I was so excited. But that's it, guys. So that's it for this video. Oh no, I think I had one more thing I wanted to show you guys, and that was how to use the chrome marker. It's very easy. I'm just gonna do it nice and quick before I go. I hadn't opened it, and it probably would have been smart for me to do that off camera, but thankfully it's not too hard to open here. And with the chrome markers, you just want to give them a really good shake. And I'll just do the O here to show you that you can use the markers as well as the powders. You don't have to use the powders. And with these markers, you just need to hold it down, make sure that the ink gets to the end of the marker point here. And this one's gold, so we should be seeing gold here in a little bit. Let's hope it doesn't take too long. Come on, buddy. There we go. There it comes. There, okay. So you could just use the marker. Just want to make sure I'm in frame here. And I'm sorry, I'm left-handed again, so this might be a little difficult for you to see, but you will see as I go around that all you really have to do is just color it in. There's a little star here in the middle of the O. I know I said I was just going to do the O, but it's pretty quick here. So let me just do the J if I can. And the Y. So the to the is pretty small, and as you see, the tip of the marker probably won't get in there. But that's what I love about these is that um, you can just use your markers and get in there. And I'm trying to draw in between the lines here. Is that what I'm doing? Oh no, this separates. So that's a little bit of a difficult one to get into as well. And see, I just went over there again. All you need to do, take a little, oh, clumsy me. Clumsy, clumsy. And dropping stuff if you can't hear. So all you need to do is just take a little bit of paper towel again. I say it again, towel, paper towel. And just wipe it off if you do make a mistake. And then you can come back and redo it. And obviously I'm rushing now, but it's just an easy cleanup, and then you can go ahead and redo it. But yeah, that's just another way that you can fill these in if you don't want to do like I did last night with the toothpick idea using the J Diction high viscosity UV resin and using the Let's Resin powder. It's the metallic powder, so in silver. So if you didn't want to do that and do it with a toothpick, which I think will be beneficial here, especially with the smaller letters, and this one has some lines in between, it'll be easier to get in there with the toothpick as opposed to the marker, but you can do that as well. So there's some options for you to do with that. And that's all I have for you guys today. I didn't want to make this one too long, so I do thank you all for being here with me. Again, this channel is new to me, and I'm hoping that we can get a nice community together. I will say this each and every time I go out of a video, but do everything you do with love in your heart, and hopefully that will be reciprocated to you tenfold. So I love you guys. Happy birthday if today is your birthday, and have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.